Hello and welcome to PPS Tech University. This video tutorial will cover exempting mid-year and final exams for high school students. For this demonstration, I'll be using a sample account with one test student. You'll come into PowerTeacher Pro to the usual screen. The class that you're currently working with will appear at the top. When you're grading mid-year exams, please be sure that your term is set to M2 at the top right of your screen. You should have already set up your mid-year exam assignment. To grade that assignment, you're going to click on A+ grading on the left-hand side, and then go to your score sheet. Here you'll see your full list of students. You will have the exam assignment, and then you'll also have the course grade column that you'll need to work with for any student who's going to be exempt. Now, once you click on the assignment box, you'll see the panel for grading open on the right-hand side. If this student were going to get a grade, here is where you would enter the grade. If it's an exempt student, you don't need to enter a grade at all. All you're going to do is click on the exempt slash at the bottom. It will turn purple when it's activated. The purpose of this is to make sure that this exam assignment appears on the student and parent portal as exempt. This exemption slash will show for the parents and students here. The second and more crucial step is to make sure that you also click on the course grade box for any student who's going to be exempted. And here in the grading panel is where you'll want to make sure that we have EX set as the letter grade. That's what will appear on the report cards. And also exempting the grade here is what's going to make sure that this exempt exam does not count toward the final grade. The easiest way to do this is to click on the codes box and select EX. And you'll see that EX automatically fills in as the letter grade, and the exempt slash is activated. Now you know for sure that the EX will appear in the report card, and this is not going to count toward the final course grade. You will see a 0% here on the grading panel and on the left-hand side of your screen. That 0% will also appear on the parent and student portal as well. PowerSchool has to display something for the percentage, and it will display this 0. So it's important to just let any students and parents know that this is, even though they see the 0, it's not going to count towards the final grade because it's marked as exempt. Once you've finished entering any grades for students and entering all of your exemptions, don't forget to click Save. Now, it's also a good idea to double check and just make sure that your final course grades are calculating as expected. There is a great screen for looking at all of the terms all together on one screen. To get there, we're going to click A+ grading on the left-hand side, and then click All Reporting Terms. This screen will show you all of the terms for the year side by side. When you first come to this screen, if you're looking at a year-long course, you may need to change the number of columns showing to 7 so that it shows all 7 of the terms. So now you can take a look at your T1, T2, and M2 grades and make sure that your Y1, which is the final course grade, looks the way that you expect. To exempt a final exam, the process is going to be the same. You can go back to your score sheet view. Make sure that your term at the top is set to M4. For exempt students, for the assignment, click on the box under the assignment and click the exempt slash to turn it purple. And again, this is to make sure that the exemption slash shows on the parent and student portal so that the parents and students know that this exam was exempted. And again, the second and crucial step is to make sure you click for exempted students, click on the course grade column, and in the black grading panel, click Codes, and then EX. This is what's going to cause an EX to appear as the letter grade on the report card. The purple exempt slash is going to ensure that this grade does not count toward the final course grade. And again, same here for the 0%. That will appear here in your view as well as on the view for parents and students. But as long as you've got this exempt slash selected in purple, it's not actually going to count that 0% toward the final grade. So continue your grading for other students, and when you're done, click Save. And now we'll go back again to the All Reporting Terms page. So click on A+ Grading, All Reporting Terms, and you can view all of the report card grades side by side on this screen. And just make sure that your M4 grade is not counting toward the final Y1 grade. Or if this was our Semester 2 class, this may be an S2 grade. If you do need to make any changes, you can actually do that right here. You can click on the box for M4, and if the exempt box were not selected, you could go ahead and select it right here and click Save. And that's it. Thank you for joining us. Check back here for more video tutorials from PPS Tech University.